Hello, traveler, and welcome to Safyre, a meditative fantasy podcast that will guide you through a world of self-discovery. Merging storytelling with energy healing, this podcast explores a different approach to meditation. Please use your headphones for an immersive audio experience. My name is Ashton, and I am your guide on this journey. Last episode, we explored the Mora Desert, or a temple that can awaken an ability that lies dormant within you. Today, we're going to visit the Cambian River, where you can finally let go of what's too heavy for you to carry. This podcast is created, produced, and narrated by Mar Tizak, and the music is mixed by Adam Ive. If you'd like to support the production of this podcast, visit safyre.ca. There you can subscribe to your guidebook, side quests, bonus meditations, and more to make the most of your journey. Now take a deep breath, close your eyes, open your third, and let's begin. I'm still thinking about the Mora Desert. How was really this forest all along? I'm impressed. Usually your ability awakens after spending time in a temple, not in search of it. That was a lot going through the desert, with the high winds and sandstorm, sitting with what disempowerment feels like. How are you feeling after all that? Has anything come up for you since then? I hope it's been easier for you to recognize when you need to call your energy back to you. I've been thinking of your journey and where it's leading us. As your guide, I want to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. I mean, I guess you always are. You know what I mean. Anyway, every traveler's path seems different. But there's one place that seems to be popular with everyone I've worked with. There's an island off the shore, quite a distance from here. On that island is Aspen Falls, Safyre's biggest waterfall. It's known for its healing energy. It can transform anything you might not realize you're still holding on to. I think that's where we should go. It was also one of my first journeys in Safyre. I go there a lot, so I know the way. Not that there's one way. It's a long journey ahead. I know time is subjective here, but no one takes the traveler's journey in a rush. What we encounter will depend on your perception, but I think it's safe to say that there won't be any more sandstorms for a while. There's so much peace within this forest. It feels like nature moves at its own pace, too. Uninterrupted. My favorite part about this forest is the scent of cedar. It's so strong for me. I can never tell if others smell it the way I do. They always look at me a little weird when I talk about it. Maybe it's a strong scent to me because I love it. Or maybe there's a memory somewhere of cedar trees in one of my lifetimes. Guess we can never really know, right? Can you smell the cedar? Or do you smell anything else? Sometimes a specific smell can bring us someplace else. When I'm down, I just think of smelling something I like, and it won't change much, but it can make things softer. If those smells are connected to a memory, then I know there's a moment where I'm feeling joy. And I think we all deserve to feel a bit of joy. What kind of smells bring you joy? Sorry if I'm asking too many questions about smells. Being in a physical body, your senses are so vibrant. It's something that doesn't come often in my form. I haven't been in a physical body for as long as I can remember. So when I do catch the odd smell or feeling, I get a little too excited. I just don't want to take it for granted. After the seal of this world was lifted and all souls started appearing here again, I knew it meant I could go somewhere else if I wanted to, but I like it here. There's a comfort being able to help travelers and other spirits heal this way. And to me, it feels safer. I admire you for experiencing the physical realm, though. I think it takes a lot of courage and bravery to carry along, especially if you're sensitive like me. Wait, can you hear that? The water in the distance. Let's follow it. If it's what I'm thinking of, then this little detour has shown up at the perfect time. It is what I'm thinking of. Amazing. This is our first stop on your journey to the Aspen Falls. Welcome to the Cambian River. It's the longest running river in Safyre. It doesn't have a beginning or an end, but it's always there, waiting to be found. It has a way of showing up on your path when you need it to, and it's a great spot to pause and reset. Sit with me. Listen to the current. Let it take your thoughts away for a second. It's peaceful, isn't it? This river leads to Alicon Island, where the Aspen Falls are. You can try to follow it the entire way, but the moment you start to wander, it could disappear. Remember, your surroundings will change along with the needs of your journey, especially if you travel alone. Before everyone left Safyre, when their fears were growing, fueling the Nevidant's pain, they were really starting to turn on each other. That's when I decided to leave town to go on my own journey. I couldn't stand to see everyone lose trust in themselves and each other. It turned them into very miserable people. Not only did they give away their power, but they lost energy carrying the weight of their past on their shoulders, and they wouldn't let go of it. As soon as I started to feel that weight, I knew I had to leave. At that point, we've all heard of the Aspen Falls, but no one's ever gone and come back. So I thought it was the perfect time for me to try. Knowing these waters could heal and transform anything, if I could return new and changed, then maybe the others would want to try and see it for themselves. Then maybe they'd see the Nevidant for what it really was and want to help heal it. Eventually, I found this river. Just sitting by it, I could feel my thoughts and worries come and go, along with the current. I sat here for what felt like days, just to clear my mind. Eventually, I learned that even if I was trying to do the right thing, going to the falls to prove that it existed, it didn't mean that they were going to take that journey. And that's okay. What's that saying you have on Earth? You can bring a horse to water, but it can't drink the water. No, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I mean, it's a bit strange because it would drink if it was thirsty, but that's the point. After sitting here for days, I let go of wanting to control things. If my soul family didn't want to go looking for the falls, then that's it. I wasn't going to change that. And that's probably why others never returned after going to the falls, because it might have been too hard for them to come back. Back at the temple, I noticed something about your posture. It was gradually sinking when I asked you about what's made you feel disempowered. Almost like the answer carried real weight with you. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you're holding on to, but in case no one's told you this, you can let it go now. You might not even notice what you're holding on to, but I promise you'll feel lighter if you let it come up and let it go. Maybe then you can find something new to carry for the rest of your journey, something that can help you step into yourself. Is that something you'd like to try? The river's right there, but I won't make you drink from it. Okay, let's start here. Find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting up or laying down. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Use the sounds of the river to clear your mind. Just breathe. Feel a soft breeze grazing your skin. How does it feel? Focus on your breath, where you feel it most. Maybe in your stomach, your chest, or your nose. Just notice how it feels. For the next 3 minutes, let your thoughts come and go alongside the current. It could help to visualize them as leaves moving with the water into and out of your vision. And remember to call your attention to your breath. When you find your mind wandering, use the sounds closest to you to bring you back to the present. I'll give you a moment to come back to yourself. When you're ready, come join me in the river. There you are. Today's meditation is going to take place in the river. Come on, join in. It's beautiful in here, isn't it? How deep is the water for you right now? How much of your body does it cover? Swim over to me here. How does it feel to be with the water? The element of emotion. Its shape depends on how it's held. Otherwise, it's just a never-ending movement. When emotions arise, do you cup them in your hands tightly? Or do you let it slip through your fingers without effort? Do you let them come and go? Or does the current take you with it? Today, let's allow the current to take us. Float on your back. The river's current is very slow, so you don't need to worry about being taken too far. Just look to the sky, watch the clouds change shape, and relax. This river has healing properties in it. It'll remove anything you want to let go of from your energy. It's very receptive, so all you need to do is bring intention to it. The energy work involved with this river, just like anything else here, is optional. If you'd like to work with the healing energy of the Cambian River, it's here for you throughout the rest of this meditation. All you need to do is say yes and allow it to work for you. If you don't want extra healing, that's okay too. You can still connect with yourself and be supported by this space. If you feel any pulsing, tingling sensations throughout this meditation, take it as a sign that your energy is releasing anything that doesn't serve you. The river will carry this stress away to the Aspen Falls, where it'll be recycled into something new. Now pay attention to your body. How does it feel today? Just as you did at the temple, acknowledge if you were interacting with others or doing something that required a lot of your energy. And call your energy back to you. It's easy to forget to check in with your body when your world is so focused on being busy and having things to do. When was the last time you felt irritable, anxious, or upset without knowing why? You probably never paused to feel something, and so it followed you until you felt ready for it to surface. Pay attention right now to anything you may not have realized you were still carrying. Something you might still be upset or stressed about. No matter how big or small it is, if you don't acknowledge what you're feeling, you won't be able to let it go. For the next 3 minutes, notice where those emotions are in your body, one by one. Breathe into its place and let it go on the exhale. Remember, as you hold space for each feeling and thought, the river is working with you to let them pass. You don't need to resist the presence of these feelings, and you don't need to resist letting them go. Just let them take their course, and it'll happen on its own. Just remembering to notice if you do feel any resistance. And just let it go. Bring your attention back to the sounds around us. Some stress is harder to notice because you've carried it for so long that you think it's a part of you. And when you believe it's part of you, it becomes much harder to let go of. But it's that belief that can make or break the journey you're on. You are not your stress. You're not your past or your pain. But you have choice of your perspective. What's a reoccurring pattern of stress in your life? Do you worry about how others perceive you? Is taking care of yourself a reoccurring stressor? Think of what keeps reappearing for you and let it surface. feel you still need to carry it. Does holding this in some way make you feel safe or comfortable? It's okay if you do, just notice that. Is there a wound connected to this pattern of stress? Breathe into that and exhale. What is your body communicating with you through this pain? On your next exhale, let your focus soften. Can you feel the movement of water around you, carrying you through this forest with ease? You've come a long way from the moment that stress began, and you've done a lot with it. Some great things, some probably not so great things. And that's okay because you're doing your best. That's why you're on this journey. Sometimes the pain we bear can be given to others, and it's not always intentional or obvious. That's why visiting this river is important. It could help you to be mindful of it and leave it behind you, so that it doesn't get heavier to carry, or you don't accidentally leave it someplace for someone else. Can you trust that by making space to feel your feelings, you'll be able to let them go easier? And that change will bring you something better, something lighter? You don't need to hold on to these burdens anymore to remind you of the past. Because the past just is. Let it stay there. Give these burdens to the water. Let the river take it away for now. You're not your burdens. You shouldn't have to feel tied to them. Feel the weight of those burdens lift from your body. Fill the space with your breath. Call in your energy and the energy of who you came here to be. And let them fill this space with love. Well done, traveler. The Cambian River has done what it was meant to do. It could take some time for you to feel the effects of this healing energy. Remember to be present with your body when you return to your world. Be gentle and kind, and you can always revisit here before things get too heavy again. Now at your own time, with your eyes still closed, come back to your body. Gently move your neck from side to side, feeling the tips of your toes and fingers. Take one last deep breath in, and on the exhale, open your eyes. Thank you for showing up today. I hope this episode has brought you peace and a new understanding of what you came here to be. If you want to take your journey further, you can visit safyre.ca, where you can build your inventory, complete side quests, and document your findings in your own personal guidebook. Stay tuned for the next episode when we ground into the wisdom of the stickways, the nature spirits of Safyre, who will help you identify the boundaries of your journey ahead. Always remember to be who you came here to be, and trust in what your journey has in store for you.